KIMT StormTrack 3 meteorologist Hunter Donahoe is joining us now with a little bit of good news, if you like, a warm-up after this kind of frigid period we've had over the last couple days.
Yeah, the weekend was just really cold, Nick.
Yeah.
Today, very cold too. Now, throughout the rest of the week, guess will still be chilly, but hey, we're at least warming up.
It'll be a lot more tolerable.
Yeah, we can say that for sure. I mean, you look outside right now and hey, beautiful sunshine, at least in North Iowa and Mason City right now. But it's just a completely different story here in southeast Minnesota. We are shrouded in the clouds. Everyone will eventually be getting in on these clouds later, probably by around sundown for many of us in North Iowa. Still a cold one, 30 right now in Mason City and Charles City and Forest City too, the only ones to be at 30 degrees, except for Lake City. Everyone holding in those 20s and some freezing marks out towards the drift list, not too bad. But those northwestern breezes are around 5 to 10 miles an hour, giving us that wind chill in the teens for many. Old Man Winter still here, 19 in Dodge Center, 18 in Rochester, 19 in Preston. Everyone else holding in those 20s. Now here's your clouds. They're only over southeast Minnesota right now. North Iowans are getting in on the sunshine. That's why we have some 30s in some locations along Highway 18. More clouds are going to come in out of the west later on. But one interesting thing here, that lake effect snow machine still ongoing for many spots. Lake Michigan getting a nice band. It's going due south right now, and from Lake Huron down to Lake Erie, even out towards Lake Ontario. There's some snow there streaming in too. We've seen around 10 to 12, even upwards of 18 inches of snow falling in parts of the UP of Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana. Very impressive for the first round of lake effect of the season. But for us, no snow. Maybe tonight as these clouds start to roll in from the west. As for highs today, I notched them back a couple of degrees in Rochester, mainly thanks to these clouds that are overhead right now. Weren't expecting them to come in this early, but they're here, so that'll knock us down to the freezing mark along with pretty much everybody else. Now, as we go through the rest of this work week, we've been talking about it all day so far. This upper level low, which is the reason why we are so cold, and of course we're seeing the lake effect off of the Great Lakes, is going to be moving eastward. Along with that dominant ridge of high pressure over the western United States, it's going to become what we call a more long wave pattern. This is that long wave right here. We're going to be peaking on it probably right around Friday or Saturday this week right here in southeast Minnesota and North Iowa. With that, you will see this really stout warm-up. We're going to go from the freezing mark today to around 50 for Veterans Day, a very nice one after a cold start in the mid-20s. But hey, we still rise here, going for the 50s by Thursday, near 60 by Friday. Saturday, we could be in the low to mid-60s with more clouds and maybe a few raindrops too, but a stark difference from that average high of just 45 degrees. Nick?